Hello, everyone. I'm Andy Wilson, and we're broadcasting live at the Shoemaker Center for Technology Investment.
Yeah, absolutely. My name is Taryn Smith. I am actually new to the Bentonville area. I will be relocating down here from Columbus, Ohio in about a month. Yeah, so I work with FST Logistics. We're a full-service asset-based 3PL. And part of what that means for us is that we're able to enter into we consider a pool program with Walmart, where we're working directly with them to help ship different suppliers' products into Walmart distribution centers. So as we continue to do that and build a bigger presence, we're going to have some office space down here, and I get to be one of the lucky few that helped get that started. It definitely has. We've gone into a few different partnerships, actually. One that is more recent, this is more on the e-commerce side, but we've actually implemented a new system recently in our warehouses where it helps to make our picking a little bit more efficient. I'm the sales guy, so I don't know all of the details for it, but I know it's helped to increase our overall efficiency for picks about 40% across the board.
Yeah, so I am the Director of Retail and Supplier Education over the Certified Retail Analyst program here at NWACC. This program has actually been going on 25 years strong, and that's why we're here tonight. We're celebrating that with this event tonight, with this gala, just with a lot of our stakeholders and constituents and whatnot. We just want to have a celebration to uplift the program and take it further.
Well, first of all, congratulations on your role.
Oh, thank you.
And you are a graduate, right?
That's correct. That's correct. I'm a 2017 graduate of the CRA program. And it was a stepping stone for me. I was at a point where I was wanting to, entertain new ideas and maybe break into the retail space in a different way. And I thought that the CRA program would be a perfect fit for that. And sure enough, it was. Thank you so much. And that's a true honor. And I hope I'm able to lead the charge correctly. And I just want to continue to carry on that legacy of the program and of Mr. Shoemaker and all of that, because I heard a lot of great stories about Jack growing up.
Hello, my name is Claire Patton, and it's a pleasure to be here. I was a school psychologist. I worked in Rogers Public Schools as a school psychologist for almost 10 years prior to becoming a Certified Retail Analyst candidate graduate. And now I am a sales analyst for Lindt Chocolate. So I made a huge career transition, all thanks to NWACC and the continuing education that I received through the Shoemaker Center. In my previous profession as a school psychologist, I worked with a lot of educational data and analytics, and made connections between data and problems that could be solved with students and within the school system. And so I have always wanted to be in corporate. And so I did my due diligence and my research, and I heard about the Certified Retail Analyst program through NWACC. And I thought it was a good fit for me because I could continue working full time while taking classes online. And so that's how I kind of landed at NWACC. So I did the program for a year and applied to jobs, and now work for Lindt. I wholeheartedly believe that I could not have made the transition into the consumer packaged goods industry, the supplier industry, without this program and this opportunity.
Wonderful.
100%.
I'm Larry Robertson, co-founder and CEO of Aeon Invent, and an owner of Double Dog Display. It's Andrew Boji.
Yep, I'm Andrew Boji, and I'm the engineer at the company. And we do a lot of great stuff together for CPGs as well as other people getting into Walmart. And whether it's product design and engineering and getting into production, or whether it's just retail displays and promotions, we do the whole gambit.
This is just such a great event. I have worked with, known so many people who were new to the industry, who were fortunate enough to end up in Northwest Arkansas for one reason or another. had no idea what their next career move was going to be. And frankly, advice that I've given people over the years was just get a job with a temporary service to get in the door of one of these CPGs in Northwest Arkansas, and then learn a little bit about the industry. And then 25 years ago, here comes NWACC with a program.
Oh, yeah.
And you no longer need a Trojan horse to get into the industry.
Right. Yeah.
Many years ago, I'm going back to the mid 90s, I was fortunate enough to be recruited onto a very small team and asked to create some new products. And the mission, so to speak, was, hey, lock yourselves in a room for a year. We'll feed you, water you, give you support, and let's see what happens. And so we started with a whiteboard, and we created 5 ideas that we just kind of spitballed, frankly. And we were fortunate that within a year, all 5 of those items found their way to the shelves of Walmart and/or Sam's Club and some other retailers. But one of those items, we never dreamed it would be as big as it was. The swipe-activated prepaid phone card that later morphed into the gift card. So we had a team of 12 people, generated $100 million in revenue the first year, and it exploded beyond that. And so we started getting suggestions from everyone from Walmart and Sam's Club buyers and individuals that came from all over the country who said, hey, I've got this idea. I called Walmart and they explained that we don't develop products, we buy and sell things. We'll talk to these guys. And back in the day, those folks just blundered in off the street and called every day. And frankly, I resisted starting an invention service because I knew that was a predatory industry by and large.
Right.
And then I met this guy.
And I wouldn't take no for an answer. I was doing engineering. I was working with a lot of the CPG companies to design products for them. And then I started working with inventors as well. And I'm thinking, how do I get these inventors that flounder as soon as they stop working with me because they don't know what to do with their invention connected with CPG companies? And I thought, Larry, this is a match made in heaven. Yeah. This is great. We can get everything taken care of and really help these people take their products to market. And Larry said no. And I said, but what about if we did it this way? And Larry said no. And he said no about 5 times. And I eventually wore him down. And that's where Aon Invent came from.
I'm Scott Crossett. I'm the CEO of Cameron Smith & Associates, and we are an executive search firm here in Bentonville, Northwest Arkansas. It's been here for 30 years, and we focus on recruiting suppliers for the Walmart supplier community or anybody that sells to the consumer goods industry. We do recruiting for the supplier community, so anyone who sells a product to Walmart, whether it's in category management, account management, marketing, finance, or supply chain, we recruit the people that support that business to Walmart or to Kroger or to Target, Publix, H-E-B, any of the major retail accounts across the country. And so, as you said, you and Cameron were great friends, as was I with Cameron. Got to know you a little bit through that and through doing business in Bentonville. But yeah, we're expanding to other markets. We've got recruiters in Ohio, Florida, New York, Chicago, and a variety of other places, and still looking to grow. So Cameron established the company in 1994, and we've just continued to go from there. But Cameron he had a vision for this town when there were 50 suppliers in Bentonville, and now there may be 1,500 companies in Bentonville servicing Walmart supplier teams, and so here we are. Oh, absolutely. Cameron was at the beginning. I mean, we were doing. I've been here 18 years at Cameron Smith & Associates, and I think the first week I started, we came to NWACC and we did some mock interviews for the students to help them prepare for interviews for the supplier community or wherever their careers may take them. So we've been involved with NWACC from its beginnings with the Retail Link programs. I know probably its infancy stages, we got involved pretty early, and it's been a great thing for CSA and for all of Northwest Arkansas. Yeah, I don't think everybody saw the vision. There was 50 companies here. It was a lot of work to go and get companies to relocate here. And now you can go and you can look, and there's people everywhere that are already here that have those skills. Yeah. But I'd say as people look at software companies or whatever they are bringing in to support Walmart in this town, while it may seem like a risk, if you've got the vision and you put your faith behind it and go all out, there's a lot of opportunities to continue and new companies to be founded
just like there's so many leaders here that have done the same thing. So
Well, thank you, Andy. It's an honor to be here tonight. What a fun evening we have celebrating. Maybe I'll just hit a couple of the highlights.
Sure.
Some of the fun things that we talked about tonight was, having a purpose, and the purpose was real. Back in 98 and 99, in our marketplace, the demand for talented, trained people to do the analytical work, the important retail link work, was a challenge. It just wasn't enough people to go around, and it was so lucky that a group of us were called together, and a challenge was given by Walmart to figure out how to quit hiring from each other and see what you can do to support the analytical need, but find a different way to get that work done. And so there were a lot of us that ended up working on the project, but I was fortunate to wake up one night with an idea, and the idea was if we could get Walmart to help us with access to the Retail Link system and store data, and if I could get the community college to teach and provide professors and classrooms, and then get a supplier steering committee together to maybe work on some curriculum, what was important to have people know to be successful in our business. If there was a way to pull those three things together, we might have the seed of an idea that would increase the talent pool and reduce some of the pressure on the available talent in Northwest Arkansas at the time. And you know what? I'm so excited to say that the top leadership of the company, Lee Scott, was the one that said, "Yeah, I like that idea, and let me reinforce it with great resources within the company." And people like Andy. I talked tonight about Randy Sally and how important he was early on in the program. And then I went to the community college and talked to the president there, and he really endorsed the idea and provided not only support, but people that would really help engage and help us achieve our goal of teaching the right thing to potential candidates. And then then we formed a supplier steering committee, and that was probably the most fun because I had, from all times, we probably had from 12 to 20 people working together on various parts of this idea, trying to bring it to light. So the steering committee was just incredible. And tonight I had Jack C. and Jeff Brazil here, two of my original, not only friends before, but during and after that whole exercise. So it was fun to celebrate with them. But so what happened, Andy, was once we had those three pieces, it literally was an idea. It wasn't real yet. And to make it real, we actually had to design curriculum. And we had to write the curriculum. So the supplier steering committee did that. It was amazing. They actually wrote the curriculum for what we defined as 5 critical needs or classes that could be taught. And all 5 of those, thanks to the support of the college, were approved by the college accreditation board. So when you think about those things, and then the support from Walmart, that's what gave us the belief that we really had something. And so with a little bit of work, we got our first student body. It was 12. We were looking for 12 candidates, and they quickly, not only were they successful, but in the coursework, but they immediately got jobs. And that just spurred momentum for more people to want to sign up, and they got jobs. And at the end of the first 15 years, we had more than 600 people that had gotten a job. And now tonight we were celebrating altogether that over 1,000 people have gotten jobs through the Certified Retail analyst program at Northwest Arkansas Community College, and I couldn't be more proud.